Welcome back. I'm Matt. I'm a part-time reseller who sources mainly at the Goodwill bins, and I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Depop, Mercari, and whatnot. I've got, I believe, 17 orders going out from the weekend. Let's see what sold. Flip you. The first platform is eBay, and I have 5 orders going out. First is this pocket Carhartt shirt. It's a size medium. It's distressed. Got holes in it. I think it's even got some stains. Yeah, it's got some bleach stains on it. This sold for $11. People still buy it even though it looks like this. This is kind of the look they want. This Black Diamond 5-panel hat. I believe Black Diamond is a ski company, snowboard ski company. This sold for $15. This Dutch Bros, Dutch Mafia, Flex Fit hat, a size large, extra large, sold for $16. 99% of my stuff is from the bins, and I've been doing that for the last few years now. I have recently started getting some reseller boxes, or buying some lots off of Shop Commons, and even some reseller boxes off of eBay. So far so good. This was in, I bought 89 hats for $75. And this is one of them. This pair of Hokas, they've got some wear on them. They're leather. They've got some wear on them, but they have good tread. These are just the Bondies. I think just the Bondi ones then. And these are let's see, 14. That's not right, is it? Yep. A men's size 14. 2E, so wide, big size, wide, nice pair of walking shoes, sold for $34. And this pair of Young LA shorts. Young LA is a pretty good fitness brand to look out for. These aren't the most desirable shorts. These sold for $13.50. The next platform is Whatnot, and I only do static sales over there. I don't want to be on a live and sell things for $1. And I have 3 orders going out. First is this pair of Vans. Checkered Vans are kind of a staple for people, right, who have a shoe collection. These aren't the best condition. Some days are better than others at the bins. I sold these for $14.25. Still take that over $2 selling it on a live. For a pair of beat up Vans, it's not too bad. Next is this pair of kind of like hiking pants. Gonex, Gonex is the brand. I've never heard of it. It's not worth a whole lot. Gonex. They just felt like a decent outdoor kind of hiking pants. These are a size medium, and these only sold for $14. And the last item is this pair of Club Ride mountain biking shorts. These are a size XL, and these sold for $16.25. Now I've got 2 items going out from Poshmark. First is this pair of women's Eddie Bauer pants. They are a size 14. I've had these for a while. Eddie Bauer is not a good brand, so I took an offer today of $9. And then this pair of Justin boots, sold within a week of me listing them. They're just a plain black, nice looking boots, but nothing special. They are a size 8. And these sold for $30. And the last platform is Depop. I know, shocking, I didn't sell anything on Mercari. And I sold this pair of Brooks Glycerin 20s. There it is. Glycerin 20s. The men's size 12. Everything up here is in pretty good condition. There's wear on the tread for sure. So these only sold for $17. I got these from a Shop Commons lot. I bought 13 pairs of shoes for $60, so that's like $4.60 each. And most of them are going to sell around this price range, so not the best ROI. However, you can source from home. That's pretty cool. And there are a couple of good pairs of golf cleats, some Nike golf cleats that'll sell for $30, $40. So it's worth it for me. And again, I go to the bins most of the time, so my overall buy cost is just over $2. So that is it from me today. Let me know in the comments how your sales are going. Do you cross list? Or if you have any questions. Catch you back here in a few days. And we are back It is Tuesday the 13th. I have 11 orders going out. And I've came to the conclusion today that I'm going to quit my job this year. I might last to the end of the year. We'll see. But I've just mentally I need to do this, I guess is the easiest explanation. I need to at least try once and see see what happens. So instead of just making the quick decision to quit now, I'm gonna ramp up my reselling a little bit more. I would love to resell full time because my goal is to work for myself and make my own schedule. And reselling fits that. I can work from home 80-90% of the time. Other than going sourcing, I'm home, listing and shipping. And that's what I need. I have a couple other things that I would love to work on. A couple other side projects I'm doing along with reselling. So I'm doing reselling, a couple other side projects, my full-time job, full-time family life. I think I could make it work. But again, instead of just being like, let's see if it works, I'm going to ramp up my reselling a bit. I'm doing 5 listings a day. I'm going to go to 10 for the next few months and see what that does, see what those numbers look like to really help me make a decision. But I think by the end of the year, for sure, I'm done. I'm done. I need to give it a shot. Worst case scenario, I'll go get a job again. So, anyways, I have 11 orders going out today from eBay, Depop, and Posh. This first platform is Depop. Let's check out what's sold. First up is this pair of Allegria flip-flops. I feel like I've heard that pronounced a different way. These sold for, what did they sell for? For $18.50. Next is this pair of Abercrombie jeans. Abercrombie and Fitch jeans. The straight mid-rise, size 25. And these sold for $16. And then this pair of Forever 21 jeans, pants. I just thought they looked kind of cool. I figured somebody would want them. These are a woman's medium, and these sold for $17. The next platform is Poshmark, and I have 2 orders. First is another pair of Abercrombie jeans. These are I don't think they say a model. Oh, they're like Emma or something. I think it's in here. I think it's in the zipper. Emma jeans, whatever that is, the model. They're size 2, and these sold for $15. And then this pair of Solomon running shoes. These are a woman's size 8, and these also sold for $15. And then on eBay, I have 6 orders going out. First is this Vans high top skate with the rose pattern on it, rose print. These are a woman's size 9, and these sold for $23. Next is this pair of Miss Me jeans. These are a boot cut, size 14, and I took an offer of $12 on these. And then this pair of slip-on Echo shoes, a men's size 11, sold for $21. And another pair of jeans sold. They are True Religion, women's size 26, and these sold for $20. They're distressed, flare leg. This vintage corduroy workwear hat, it's a Griggs Industrial Electric, sold for $15. And another hat, Carlton, I think it's Carlton Ox, OX, Professional Stump Grinders, snapback hat, sold for $10. That's it for today. Catch you back here in a few days. And finishing off the week, I have 8 orders going out. First order is from Depop, and it is this pair of Madewell high-rise denim shorts. Got these at the bins, but they are new with tags. Originally $74.50. I sold them for a whopping $17. Oh, and check it out. We got I think I showed that I got shelves all the way to that wall, but now I started the second row of shelves. Oh, I went too far. The second row of shelves here, and that's going to go out the same, almost the same length as this. So it's just going to be a little row in between there, and I got this cart to do my shopping for my items. Work in progress. We'll see if it works. There's just enough room to pull the bins out and the boxes out. The plan is to have another row of shelves here as well. So this will be 2 going all the way down and leaving these more narrow shelves, and it should have about the same amount of room on each side to get in between all of them. And it'll go out not all the way to the end. Obviously I need room to get around to about where that blue that blue bin is. It's backwards. About to where that blue bin is. Go there so I have room to walk around it and all that fun stuff, but slowly building. And next is Poshmark. I have 2 items going out. Both are always a pickup for me if they're in decent condition. First is this pair of UFOs. They're just comfortable sandals to wear after you work out. Or after you go on a run. A lot of runners like to use them. They're just soft. They, I think they call them like rehabilitation sandals. Something. Anyways, they're just comfortable foam sandals. These sold for $24, and these are a men's size 6, women's size 9 or 8, women's 8. And then Doc Martens are normally a pickup, especially, which I don't think these are. I'll say especially if they're made in England, but I don't think these ones are. Doc Martens. No, because these are the Air whatever ones. But anyways, still the combat boot style black is always a good color. These are a woman's size 6, and these sold for $35. Next is Whatnot. I have 1 pair of shoes that sold, these Brooks Divide. I think that these are from that box I got off Commons, which just the box alone of shoes, I think I paid like $4.30 or something like that, $4.50 per pair of shoes. My overall cost for all my items is $2.02 right now. And these sold for $21. And then leading the way as always is the Bay. eBay, I have 4 sales. This 47 brand San Francisco Giants dad hat sold for $10. I think this is one of the hats I got from the hat lot off Commons. And then this pair of On Clouds, treads decent. Overall, smooth right here. Overall, that's pretty good. Worst ones have sold. And these are, I don't know if it'll show. The back right here, there's a lot of wear on the backs inside of here. So these only sold for $20, not as much as they normally go for, but because of the condition. I'll put Mud Run in the title a lot, and then in the description I'll say, hey, a good training pair or Mud Run pair. People who wear these shoes for a run coming up, they don't want to train in those shoes constantly. They don't want to wear them out. They may run in them a little bit to break them in. A lot of these companies, they usually are pretty good where they don't need a lot of break-in time, but they'll use a training pair to train in. Or if they're going to do a mud run, they don't want to ruin their good shoes, they'll buy a beat-up pair. So $20. And then this pair of Merrell hiking shoes. I don't remember if these are the Moab or not, but Merrell's a pretty good brand to look up. These sold for $30. And then this pair of swim trunks sold for $32, and I took an offer. If I held off, I probably could have got more, especially with the weather getting nicer. I had no clue what these were. They just seemed like a vintage pair of shorts. I don't remember if it says where they're made. I feel like they're made in Italy or something. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, no, made in China. But I have no clue how to say that brand. Emilion d'Or. That's like Italian. This is probably like French. Anyways, yeah, this is a good brand to look out for. When I was looking them up to sell them, a lot of this brand, they sell for a good amount. So keep an eye out for that, I guess. So that's it. Finishing off the week strong with some good sales. Now let's do a breakdown of the numbers and see how much I really made. That's 30 sales for the week and a total of $561 in sales. I take 15% off the top for the fees for the different sites. Each site's a little bit different. 15 is probably a good number just to estimate, which is $83. So then that gives me $478. Another 15% you got to put aside for taxes. Each state is different, which is $72. So then that gives me $406. Now 30 items at $2 a piece is $60. So that puts $346 in my pocket when everything's said and done, give or take. Obviously some of that would go back into the business to buy more stuff, shipping supplies, things like that. But you get the idea. Now, $346 for the week. I can't live off that. However, I do this about 10 hours a week. If I was full-time, I would be doing this 10 hours a day, at least 6 days a week. And out of that 10 hours a week, only about 2 hours a week is thrifting. So I get, enough items for the week in that few hours going to the bins. I would be going to the bins every day. So I would be able to focus on just buying the higher priced items. Right now I kind of get all kinds of stuff because I'm just in and out in 2 hours. I don't want to be there all day, and I want to get enough stuff for the whole week. So I would be able to then focus on those higher priced items. I'd probably still stock up on jeans and things like that are easy to ship, easy to list. Hats, I really like doing hats. Hats are really easy. So even if I sell a hat for $10, I'm paying 25 cents for it. At the bins, $2 overall buy cost. But yeah, if I was bringing home $300 a day, that's more than I make now. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Catch you on the next one.